Welcome back to the Real Kens TV, where we keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? And we call a spade even when we don't want it. We don't necessarily want to. But nevertheless, man, feel free to like, share, comment, definitely subscribe. Help me grow my channel. You know what I mean? Just now getting started or whatever. But today I want to talk about Ja Morant. I know he's been in the news the last few days or whatever. He's a hot topic. And today I want to talk about the real. I'm not here to bash Ja Morant. He's already had enough of that. Every station that you turn to, whatever, they bashing Ja Morant all over social media, on every platform. You know what I mean? And it's self-inflicted. But I want to talk about the real reason why I feel like Ja Morant does what he does. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people's not going to be able to understand this, but at the same time, a lot of people will be able to understand this. So I guess it's kind of like an oxymoron. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, we gonna get kind of deep. We're gonna get kind of deep. And if you hear me out at the end of the video, you may understand exactly where I'm going with this. See, it's messed up because in the black community, oftentimes we're divided. And again, it's self-inflicted. We're divided. You know, I don't like this person because he's from this side. I don't like this person because he's from that side. I don't like this person because he black, but he ain't from the hood. I don't like this person. So it's always a division and separation amongst all of us. Now, how that relates to Ja Morant is that I believe Ja Morant is just looking for acceptance and validation. He was blessed with a special, special gift. That's God given. Yeah, he worked hard, he worked on his game, but that's God, that's a gift from God. The talent that he was blessed with. You know, and what ends up happening is he's coming up through the ranks playing basketball. So he's being introduced and he's becoming friends with guys that, they say Ja Morant is a middle class dude. Well, these days, people want to make being middle class a bad thing. And it's not a bad thing. But people will have you believing, oh man, you got both of your parents. You know what I'm saying? You live in this neighborhood. You good. In the meanwhile, we living over here, we struggling just to make it. So you can imagine in the basketball circuit that he came up in, he ran across all type of dudes that weren't as blessed as he was as far as financially. Just financially. You know what I mean? Because you from the hood, man, your mama love you to death, man. She gonna do whatever she can do in most cases to make sure that you go to school looking clean, you go to school looking fresh or whatever you got. Now, it's not the case in every single case, but I know in a lot of cases that's the truth. So as time goes on, Ja Morant, he's becoming cool with these guys. They come into his house spending the night. He going to their house spending the night. Most of the time they probably come to his crib because, he middle class. He got a house. They got food in the refrigerator. They can, So these are the people that he's surrounding himself with. So when he didn't really have nothing, and when I say he didn't have, his parents had something. But I'm saying these are the guys that they his teammates. They hooping, they spending the night, they going to parties together, they hanging out, they doing all of these things together. So these are his guys. But at the same time, it's like he still has, it's like he wants to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're around dudes that's from the hood, you hear them talk. Yeah, my projects, this block, that block. And you throwing up your hood. Not necessarily no gang signs or nothing. You throwing up your hood, whatever hood you from. Ja Morant couldn't do that. You can't throw up your hood to the middle class. You see what I'm saying? Like where I'm from, everybody really. But I'm going to just speak where I'm from. You got the east side, west side, north side, south side. You know what I mean? But Taste Creek. But when you from the middle class, you really can't. What are you going to throw up? So you seeing everybody else do this, and this is cool to you. You know what I'm saying? So when you see everybody else doing it, but these are the dudes that you hang with, and you always own, let's just say the west side. Let's just say you always with the dudes from the west side. Y'all all together, man, you throwing up the, you know what I'm saying? So I think Ja Morant just kind of got caught up as far as like with the validation, trying to be accepted. You know, it doesn't matter that he got a $200 million contract. We all sitting around like, oh man, how stupid. He's stupid. Money's cool, man. Don't get me wrong, that money's cool. But you got to realize this guy's a young fella, man. All he really want to do is kick it. After the season ends, yeah, he's hurt that this team lost or whatever. But guess what, man? He's trying to go kick it and hang with his partner. He's 23 years old. 22, 23 years old. He's not taking it as hard as maybe a veteran would take it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he cares. But he's trying to get to his dogs. Man, we getting ready to spend his money. We getting ready to ball out. Everything's on me. We getting ready to kick it. Because the times that we didn't have nothing, y'all was right here. Even though I'm from the suburbs, still. Y'all my people. Y'all my day ones. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people want that AI validation. See, AI was just accepted, man. From the slums, Michael Vick. These type guys, man, people want that validation, man. They come from nothing. The projects, man. And they made it out. So wherever they go, it's like they accept it, man. It don't matter. The gangsters, the Crips, Bloods, whatever, whoever. No disrespect to nobody. I'm just saying they respect AI and Michael Vick. There's other guys too, but I just use those guys as examples. You know what I mean? Now you got guys like Kobe and Jordan that didn't come from the hood. They come from good neighborhoods. They accepted everywhere, but, you know, they rare breeds. Vince Carter, you know what I'm saying? These guys are rare breeds. So they can go to any neighborhood. They can go to Rucker Park. They can go wherever. And they're going to be honored and respected because their game is just that good to where it's just like, you know what? That's Mike, man. That's Kobe, man. That's Vince, man. You know, and a lot of times, like for instance, I compare this situation to the movie Malibu's Most Wanted. Y'all remember the movie Malibu's Most Wanted? With a little white dude or whatever, you know, he wanted to be from the streets so bad, but his daddy was like a fucking politician or something. They was rich. But he was so intrigued by the hood, man. So everybody's looking at him like, man, you got this, you got that, you got a car, you got a bank account, you got unlimited funds, you got a family that loves you, That's not what made him happy, man. He wanted to be around his friends. And all his friends was from the hood. Same thing with the movie Get Hard. Pause. With Kevin Hart. I forgot the other guy. You know what I mean? He had to go to the hood to learn how to be hood so that when he went to prison, he came across a certain type of way. And I think that that's the main thing that Ja Morant deals with is validation, man. He feels as though he has to be accepted because his partners, presumably a lot of them probably, you know, come from the hood or whatever. And now they with him. So look, man, we riding. So when we listen to this NBA young boy, You know what I'm saying? I'm going through my thing or whatever. I got my strap. My strap's legal. I ain't did nothing wrong as far as breaking the law. But what Ja Morant doesn't understand is shit is real now. People know who you are now. They really know who you are. So when you throwing up when you throwing up certain signs, and bangers that's really, really out there living that life and losing their lives and losing their homies and getting life sentences, football numbers, and they see you doing that, nah, man, you got the answer to us, Ja. And that's what he doesn't understand. Because you not from this. You got a $200 million contract. That's just your NBA contract. The thing about it, everybody keeps screaming this $200 million. He's going to get another, by the time this contract expires, it'll probably be $300 million. And then he'll probably he's so young, he'll get another max contract, which will probably be $400 million. Not to mention all the hundreds of millions of dollars that he's going to make off the court with Nike, Powerade, Gatorade, whatever. So it's $1 billion athlete right here. $1 billion plus. But it's like he's not looking at it like that. So when everybody, like I said, everybody's like, he's stupid. Nah, man, he ain't stupid. He just has to understand, and he has to have somebody constantly around him letting him know, like, listen, Ja, it's cool to hang with your friends. You get them all together. Listen, man, it's cool for y'all to hang. It's cool for y'all to kick it. It's cool for y'all to have protection. But there's a way to go about doing everything that you do, because you the breadwinner. We got to protect you, not just for the money, but I'm saying the major scheme of things, you the breadwinner. We got to protect you, because if you go down, all of us go down. You know what I mean? So we can't have you out here flashing guns. No, you're not a felon. No more guns, Ja. Hire you some security. You know, $200,000 a year, man. $200,000-$300,000 a year. That ain't nothing to you. Get you some security. Not because you scared, not because you know punk, not because y'all, but nah, y'all protecting the investment. As y'all would say, protecting the bag. You got to do that. Because, man, you're going to have people getting at you, man. Wherever you go, you not cool like you think you are. Yeah, you got people that's going to love you, but you got even more people that's going to hate you. And you in that hot Memphis? But you looking at it like, I'm Ja Morant, man. I got my peoples around me. I got my strapper. Man, that don't mean nothing, man. Look at Young Dolph. That don't mean nothing. There's more people that's going to hate you because they envious of you. What's that song Fat Joe did? What's love? A jealous one's envy? That's how it's going to be for you, man. The rest of your life, you Ja Morant now. The not just the star, the superstar, man. You are a superstar at this point, man. And you haven't ruined it, but you are ruining it. You have to understand, man, this is a gift from God, man. And when God gives you a blessing, man, he don't like when you don't take advantage of that blessing, man. And you take it for granted. Hopefully this video reaches him. I know it probably won't, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully, y'all share this video for me, man, and maybe it'll reach him. Who knows? But I just wanted to put this out here because I bashed him. Everybody bad. Fuck Ja Morant. He got $200 million. Yeah, but we got to get to the root of the problem, man. And I listened to an interview, Lil Wayne today. Shout out to All the Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Podcast or whatever. I listened to the interview with Lil Wayne, rather. And Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes. They did a great job. And Lil Wayne just basically broke it down like, okay, I see what you're doing, but why are you doing it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is he doing it? And I thought about it. And I just came to the conclusion. He just wants to fit in, man. He wants to fit in, man. I had a situation coming up to where I can relate to a certain extent. Coming up, man, I ain't having no money, man. We was poor. We didn't have no bread. My mom and daddy got divorced when I was 3 years old. After that, my mama went out on her own. She had to apply for subsidized housing and food stamps and Section 8. We was on all of that. But it just so happens to where when you apply for housing, subsidized housing, they send you where they want to send you at. Now, here where I'm from, in Lexington, Kentucky, either most of the time they was going to send you to East End or they was going to send you to West End. Those are the two major areas that they was going to send you to. It just so happens to where they sent us to the south side, which was called Taste Creek. We didn't have no money. We was just as poor as everybody else. But people thought that just because I lived in Taste Creek, that we had money. No, I'm just as poor as the people on the west side. You can't control where they send you at. So, I kind of understand because, people, oh, man, he got the Jordans on and he got this. And, you may come to school rocking the LA Gears. They got the lights on the bottom when, the light up when you walk. You know what I'm saying? So now you looking at me and you like, oh, well, he got the Jordans on. They rich. I'm not rich, man. You know what I'm saying? My mama just worked hard, went to school, and she just said, okay, this is where we at for now. We not going to settle here. She worked, went to school, and got us out of that situation by herself. No daddy, no nothing. You had dudes in the projects that had Jordans on, but you wanna say something to me because you got on LA Gears, but the same people you riding the bus with, they got on Jordans. You ain't say none of them, but you feel the need to say something to me. So I lightweight understand, because like I said, people it's really jealousy. Because when you coming up, man, and you ain't got nothing, you looking at refrigerator and you ain't too much in there, or you trying to figure out what you gonna wear to school the next day, and you done already wore these jeans 3 times this week, twice this week, and your shoes is dusty, and you try to clean them off, man. You take the shoestrings out, man, and you wash them, and take a toothbrush, and you clean your shoes, man. You trying to figure it out. And you seeing this person, that person, they clean. You don't want to be in that situation, man. But it's just one of those things to where it's like, okay, you get older. I made it out. This is where I was from. Some people don't make it out. They still there. So they glorify it. But there ain't nothing cool about it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being there because you there, but the goal is to get out, not to stay there. And like I said, I just think that it's just something that Ja Morant deals with, man. He got the locks. He got the tattoos. You know what I mean? He's running with the thugs. He's listening to the Lil Durks and the NBA young boys and all the. So you know what I'm saying? He's putting on this image. There's nothing wrong with what you like. I like the movie Scarface, but I ain't going around trying to be Scarface. So hopefully, man, somebody gets in his ear and he really, really listens. And get these yes men. Most people that's rich, they got yes men around them. Because how you going to say something to the bag, man? But if you truly, truly a friend, man, you'll tell him, hey, look, Ja, nah, man, we not rocking like this, man. Get you some security. 200,000-300,000, man, a year. Everywhere you go, man, you got security with you, man, because you're going to need it, man. You got gangsters looking at you now. No, they really, you got gangsters looking at you now, man. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you screaming this. Ask Rick Ross. You screaming this, so shit, man. You can break us off. So you done got yourself into something that you can get yourself out of it, but you just got to learn from this situation, man. And quit the foolery, man. You blessed. God blessed you, man. Get that money. Take care of your daughter, your future kids that you may have or whatever. Take care of your family. Put your friends, man. Make them useful, man. If you're not contributing, I love you to death, man, but you got to go, man. Make them useful. You want to go to school. You want to get you a trade. You want to learn how to do this, do that. we can still, you know what I'm saying, still be with me, but you got to be bringing something to the table. Not just listen to NBA Youngboy, you know what I'm saying, going live on IG all day. And I'm breaking you off every time you need something. Here's 20,000, here's 30,000. Nah, man. That's Antoine Walker, man. I'm not dissing none of these guys, man. I'm just saying they've told their own stories, man. You got to get it together, job, man, because a lot of people, man, they losing faith in you. And the only reason you still in it is because you got superb talent. That's the onlyest, that's my uncle, that's the onlyest reason, as all our uncles would probably say, that's the onlyest reason that you still around, man. Because if you use just the average Joe, getting 10, 12 minutes a game, man, you have been gone, dude. Your talent is the reason that you around. Accept the blessing that God is giving you. You know what I mean? Get you some, you don't really need no help. You just a young kid, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get you some people around you that you're going to listen to. Because if I was your pops, man, I'm not going to be, I'm your pops. I'm not your friend. I'm your pops, man. And I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to jerk your ass up, the bag or not. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you know, man. Now, get your ass over here. Because I'm your pops, man. And I love you. Regardless of whoever, you know what I'm saying, all these other people, man, they wouldn't even let you do the things that you doing, man. But you have to have accept the accountability. And I really think that the NBA, man, should suspend you a whole year. I do. I hate to say it. I don't want to sound like no Mark or no Buster, nothing. But I just feel like you need a year suspension, man, to really, really get it and to understand what you've done to yourself, to your family, to your teammates, to the NBA. I don't care nothing about having a gun. It's not a crime. No, it's not a crime. But the NBA has their own entity. And they say if you're going to be a part of this NBA, you can't do the following things. There's rules to this. You can't just go out making your own rules. You got to do what the people tell you to do. And if you don't want to follow those rules, guess what? You can go out here and find you a job like the rest of us, making $16, $17, $18 an hour, $20 an hour if you're lucky. Maybe then you'll get it. Maybe then you'll get it. When you have to get out here, get up for work every day when you're not feeling good. You know what I'm saying? When the people at your job's talking crazy to you, reckless to you, threatening you all the time, your car go out, you got to figure out how you're going to get back and forth, catching Ubers and Lyfts and the bus, catching a ride, sometimes walking. Maybe that's what it's going to take for you to finally understand what you once had, man. But hopefully it don't get to that point, man. Real Kens TV, man. Hopefully you like this video. You like it. Comment, share. Definitely subscribe. New channel. We on the horizon, on our way up. You know what I mean? Just trying to figure it out. I just thought I'd throw something out here. And hopefully, even if it don't reach Ja Morant, it reaches somebody. There's a million Ja Morants out there, man. People that got all the talent in the world. But they're trying to validate themselves by showing, nah, I'm with y'all. I'm that guy. I'm a bust. I'm going to bust my shit. Ain't no need to do it, man. You don't even need to be around that foolery. Once again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Real Kens TV. Keep it 1,000. Call a spade even when we don't want to. Till the next time.